trees take flight.
An artist.
You are.
Okay, we'll talk about that after this.
Okay.
Hey everybody, what's going on? This is your boy Pablo, George, the Jester, however you know me, and this is another episode of questions where I ask a few of my friends and associates. This time is my very good friend. Questions about emotions that some people think about and most people overthink about. And today I have Megan. Me and Megan have been friends for almost 5 years or so. I've known.
I
Yeah,
feel like at least.
yeah, right.
Mhm.
So yeah, so I think it was only fitting that I had her on here. Because she's very opinionated. She speaks her mind. She doesn't hold nothing back. Oh, I'm sorry, doesn't hold anything back. Megan's proper, so I had to say that. But yeah, Megan, introduce yourself, please.
My name is Megan Better. Like George has said, I'm gonna call him George this episode. I like government names, or at least like
Yes, she does.
Like either your first name or your last name, preferably both, but George. I am the host of The Better Life. I am Every Woman, It's All in Me. I am Canadian. I'm
Yes,
sure
she
you'll
is.
hear a boat, host, burr, all that come up my mouth today. You're not gonna know what I'm
A boat.
saying. You just Google it. Don't use Urban Dictionary. I don't know if that's for like US people, but I'm here. I'm happy to be here. I'm so happy that I was chosen to be part of this. So we'll see where this
proper.
goes.
You see that, folks? Already chosen.
My mom is a secretary, so it was hard, okay? It was really hard growing up. I might cry, but it'll be like thug tears. So like it'll be like the glory tear, and
Nice.
but I'm not gonna dab it. I'm gonna just let it fall.
Nice. Yo, the glory tear is that's impactful because of the music. Like if Denzel was just crying without the music,
it's the face not moving, because like sometimes when you cry like your lip or something, and he's just straight face tear.
Exactly.
Like, like that hurts spiritually. Like it wasn't even physical. It was.
That's why he got those shoes right after that. He got those shoes right after. He was like, his face was in his dream. Like it was etched in his mind forever. So, yeah. So let's get along with these questions. All right. What are you most proud of?
Oh, I feel like myself, which sounds like cheesy and corny, but also like self-absorbed. But if people knew like my story, and it's not anywhere in full. But if people knew what I have gone through and had to pick myself up from or be pulled out of by other people, I think they would definitely treat me differently. Mm-hmm. But I'm most proud of myself for being here, because it's been bad. It could have been a lot worse. There are things I think I might not have come out of or made it back from, both like in a sense of physical safety and like emotionally, and I have, and I'm here now.
Nice. Yeah. I've seen some of it, and I'm super proud of you, because the person that I met and the person that I know, two different people. Different people. Yeah, but I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
You made it through that part, and then listening to your podcast, the other stuff that I wasn't there for, and you're still standing. Bravo. Super proud of you.
Thank you.
What's a guilty pleasure of yours?
Yeah, okay, so one was probably, it's definitely like the Wendy's strawberry lemonade, like a large.
Okay.
And it's like, yeah, like I'll leave the house to get it. Like I won't even be out, and I'll be home like, well, I gotta have one. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get one. So like that is probably the biggest thing. And like just regular day-to-day stuff is probably like sweets, which has been a lot harder. Like I have braces now, so I can't really indulge in like the hard candies, the chewy candies, no gum, which has been, I tried chewing gum and the next day my wire popped. So I was like, well, that was God. Like I told you, why would you do that? But yeah, a candy for sure. But like right now is definitely like the strawberry lemonade from Wendy's. And like sidebar for tequila and champagne. But if I'm like really in a mood that day, like I'll go get one and put tequila in it. Perfect. Like, yeah.
See? You see why she's my friend, people? You see, that's mine as well. That's definitely mine as well. I don't care what I'm ordering. Yeah, strawberry lemonade is coming right
It's
with
so
it.
good. Oh, so
Yeah.
good.
What are you afraid of?
The dark. I like to this day, I don't care. People like it's childish, silly. There are just things I know what most of it is, like why, but it's just hard to like get over that. So the dark, thunder and lightning, I still don't like. So like where I live, on the east coast of Canada, I'm just gonna say Cole Harbor because like I had some stalker issues in the past, but hopefully they're not watching this. Anyways, so we don't really get like bolt lightning here. At least we didn't. Growing up, it was just sheet lightning. And probably within the last 6 years, 7 years.
What's sheet lightning?
So the sky just lights up.
Oh, okay.
So you don't get the bolts. There's no lightning bolts. And the last 6, 7 years, we started having like bolt lightning. And that is like, because there's the last time it happened too, I was in the house, fine. No rain, no nothing all day, just overcast. I get at the house and start my car pouring bolt lightning. And I was like, why? And I had to leave because I had to get a prescription. So I had to go with the host. And I was like, now I got to like bargain with myself, like when we're going to run in the store. And like in my head, like I'll count, I don't know if it's a myth, but like I'll count the seconds between the lightning and the thunder because that can tell you how far away it is. So I'd be in the car like, I'd be like in the car like, okay, we made this many seconds. So then I'll wait till like I hear the light to see the lightning, and I'm like, okay, I'll run in there. But I mean, the safest place is in a car, but I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to be in, like, I want to get back in the house and close the windows.
It's a natural conductor or something like that.
Yeah, I just.
Yeah. So besides thunder and lightning and the dark.
Like, so emotional fear is being a bad mom. I'm so afraid of it. And like, that's something I like really like struggled with. Even like years ago, I never wanted kids. I was like, no, I think I'll be a bad mom. I don't want kids. And everybody's like, you'll make a good mom because you.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be.
And I was like, I don't get that. But like, now I'm like, now I know like I do want kids.
Yeah. And
like, I think all parents worry about like, am I going to do it right? So hence why I'm now like in therapy hardcore trying to like undo the mess. So I don't put that in them. I mean, there's no way to really not hurt your kid, and that sounds bad, but there's no way for me to unintentionally not hurt my kid. Like I think it's just gonna happen. It happens with all parents. Like you don't intentionally do it, but there are things you might do unintentionally that hurts them that you might not even know about until like later on either. So I mean, it's why I can intentionally and purposely not do something to them like emotionally or like pull in my baggage and like give that to them. That's what I'm trying not to do, but that's still fear, is that I'm not going to be a good parent. So I'm just like, yeah,
I don't think you're going to be a bad parent. You definitely
I need a partner.
You'll definitely be a tough parent. I will say that.
I know.
Yeah.
I love when you push over too, though. Like,
right. You'll be like the cool, mean mom. Like, I mean, like, yeah, we're going to go to Wendy's, but you're going to do something to get to Wendy's. Like, you're just not going to make it to Wendy's by itself.
I'm like that with my nephews now. See? I'm just like, we can do something fun, but did you listen to Dad today?
See?
Did you guys get this done? And I'm like, all right, bet, let's go have fun then.
Exactly.
So I'm very much like,
Yep. Get everything out the way first, then we have fun. That's you.
Yeah, then we're balls to the wall with it. Yeah.
Exactly. See? I tell you, I know my friends. What makes you anxious?
This is so wow.
I told you.
Because I don't think about anxiety a lot because I think I have my own feelings around it, but I've never really been an anxious person. I have triggers for sure from things that I've been through. So like loud noises definitely make me anxious.
Me too.
Arguing makes me anxious. Like people arguing, like I will, you'll see me shut down. Like I'll just like, especially like yelling, arguing, or like yelling with like big movements. I like, not like no one's home. I'm just shut down, like fight, flight, freeze, and I'm freezing every time. And it's like, it's so, and childhood. That's where I'm
exactly
but,
childhood.
Yeah, but even like now, like as far as like B and like Mr. Man, like we don't engage in that sort of arguing. We don't even really argue. I think I said one time, like I don't want to argue. He's like, we're not arguing, it's a debate, and I was like, yeah, you're right. Because like but like people. Like, I just can't do yelling, like angry yelling. I can do like, ha ha, like that kind of stuff. Or like, if you're yelling for someone to come do something or hear me, that's fine. But like yelling and arguing, like that type of energy shuts me all the way down. Like I don't do well in that. That and probably, the winter time, like my dad died in a car accident. So winter time, like, and I try to talk myself through it, and I just can't. I can't. So I tell people like, oh, please let me know when you get home or when you get to whatever. And then they don't, and I know how long it takes. And I'm like, hey, give them 10 minutes after that time. And if I don't hear from them, just like they died. Like I immediately go to like they died. They must be dead.
You do that to
An
me too.
accident, and like it's not rational. I know it's not rational, but like it's just so like. So I freak out when people. It's only in the wintertime. Summertime, like they'll probably be fine, but wintertime, I'm just like if they don't let me know they're safe or they made it, like I'm just no good.
I'm the same way with Ty. I'm like, because I know how far he lives. So I'm like, oh, let me know when you get home. And then he goes home and goes to sleep. So I'm on his voicemail like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, I'll definitely text. Most people don't have an iPhone. So if it delivers, I'm like, okay, so the phone's not smashed. It's not dead. It like it's on.
Right.
That's one. But that's been like, that's the biggest one. I've probably been like, I have family and Mr. Man is in the States. So with all the stuff that's been going on down there, like particularly George Floyd, like I was shut down. I was off work for a week, mind you, at a new job. I was still on probation. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be in. I don't care what time you got pulled from. Take a vacation, personal days, sick days. But I was like, every day I was just like, I don't know if it's going to be him today. It's going to be my uncle the next day. It's going to be my little cousins.
Right.
And I was like, that's still, even to this day, like if he's over with friends and whatever, and I'm like, you know, I don't want to know when you got home so I can be like, why'd you get home so late? I was like, it's just for peace of mind knowing like nobody was messing with you. The police left you alone. You're not dead somewhere. Just to know like you're safe. So like that's a big thing for me. Like let me know when you get home safely. I was telling you guys at the end of Sarcarrogance Sunday, be safe.
Yep.
So I'm like, just, you know, you don't know.
Mama Megan shows up. We got it. Tell me a time where you were jealous.
Probably like sometimes even now, but a lot of like my early 20s, probably like 20, 21 to maybe like 24, 25. And a lot of that was like, I was jealous like a lot of friends or just people like I went to university with, like doing well. Like I was in school for 5 years. It was like, I did a Bachelor of Arts, but I did a double major. So it took me 5 years. And so like, I was kind of like, oh, like I wish I could have done it like them. Like, well, mind you, none of my friends did a double major. They all did a major and a minor. Right. But that was kind of like, oh, I wish I could have done it that way. Or just like a lot of times, like to my friends, like from what they tell me, most of them didn't grow up with like different childhood traumas or like having to be like emotionally older than what you were at that age or having to take on like more of a parental role or just more of like a caretaking role as a child. So I feel like I wasn't necessarily robbed of a childhood, but I grew up a lot faster than what I would have wanted. And so I felt like I had to miss out on like a lot of that fun time. And then especially like even after my dad died, I'm the oldest. So I was 15, I think, and then like my sister was 7, my brother was 13. So like it was just my mom, and so it was just like a lot of like, okay, like, well, like what we're gonna do is like I still want her to be like, you gotta still like deal with it yourself because they were separated. So like I'm sure there were a lot of things that weren't like tied up and a lot of unsaid things. So I was just like, that whole time, probably like 15 on, I was just like, I didn't get to like be carefree as a teenager. It was like I got a job and started like, you know, trying to pay for my own things and ease up the stress on her and like help out around the house more. And not just like chores, but like, you know, let's do like carols around the house. Let's try, just try to like make the load lighter. And so I missed out on like a lot of like just being a teenager and like doing stupid stuff and like I mean, I still snuck out and stuff like that once and got caught. That was bad. But I definitely like envy.
You're a bad
friends.
Criminal. That's why you don't want to go to jail. You're a bad criminal.
No, I don't, because I like living in the country. I just, I don't. But I'm definitely like I was jealous of people who got to just be a kid as a kid and got to be a teenager without the responsibility of worrying about like other people besides yourself. Because a kid, like, kids are very much like selfish and like terrorists and they're sociopaths because it's just about them. They don't care what's going on. Like I need this, do it. And like I didn't really have the opportunity to be that kind of kid because there's just always like things going on. Even when my dad was alive, it was just I just didn't get to ease into that transition of like childhood, middle, like preteen, teen. It was just kind of like, so I envy that in people.
So I don't have to do these. Like most of your answers will probably be my answers. Like this is amazing. So yeah, best friend's gonna be mad because he's the one gonna ask me the questions for mine, and I'm not doing them now because I'm just gonna say play Megan's over.
Insert my face.
Yep, that's it. Just play Megan's answers over, and we're good. So let's see. What makes you upset? Or when the last time you were upset?
Oh, emotionally upset. Like, not, I guess, because anger is very easy, but anger is not really anger. Anger is like sadness, frustration, loneliness, it's all that other stuff. But the last time I was probably upset, or it was irritated, you said, right?
I said upset, but you can say
Upset?
irritated. That's fine.
Oh, okay. So upset was probably
last Sunday with Pooch.
Kind of, but then like he cleaned it up, so I was okay. That's the ADHD. So like that part of me is like, I'll say the thing that people like, the thing that people think first thing, like I'll say, and it's not like out of like wanting to say, it's just I say.
Yes, you do.
I'm
yes,
like,
you do.
Like that clip of Jocelyn's Cabaret when the girl was like double homicide. That is ADHD.
Yeah,
she's probably undiagnosed. That's what that was. She didn't. That's what she's like. Oh, she's sorry. She's like, shit, that was out loud. I did.
Right.
And other people might have been like, oh wow, 2 babies. It was like, you know, like it's just the first thing that comes out. And that's why like, you'll watch me unpack things. So like you'll see me say the thing and then I'll be like, oh no. And then you'll see me be like, okay, yeah, no, that I get it now. So that's, yeah.
I think the double homicide was Instagram's fault. Because we're so used to reacting and making stuff. So our brain is instantly in meme mode.
That's true. Yeah, you know what? And I just assumed that was an authentic response. And maybe
see?
Because I just thought, oh yeah, like she just like that, because that's literally how like my mind is, and it's terrible sometimes. Because I'll see them like, oh no, and I'm like, oh sorry, like just a minute, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't. I got it now. But okay, we're off track. So upset. Probably like last week I had to reset boundaries. And then when I was setting the boundary or resetting it, the person turned it on me and tried to make me responsible for their feelings. And then that made me upset because, and not like, it was more so like, and I tried to fight it because I was like, no, I can't own the feelings. Like, it's not for me to be sad about because like, I'm doing what's best for me. And if it makes them upset, then like clearly like, they only want to be in a relationship in one way, and that's not my fault. And then, you know, they tried to make me pack my bags and go on a guilt trip. And I was like, no, because I started to pack them. And I was like, no, we're unpacking. We're not going on this guilt trip. It's not. Nope. I was like, you got to deal with them feelings. This is what I'm asking you. Please be respectful. And they're like, well, you know, I'm not like this person, I'm important to. And it's like, I didn't say you weren't. I was like, and in my head, I'm just like, these are all your words. I was like, you just telling on yourself now and talking to yourself more or less. Because I was like, I didn't say any of these things. These are all your feelings, but please don't try to make me like responsible for them because I'm trying to like advocate for myself, which is what I was taught to do. And then when you do it, it's like, no.
Yeah,
don't do it all the time.
So people people want you to get better, but then when you do the process to get better, they're like, no, not like that. I want you to do it like this.
Yes, exactly. So like that, like really like maybe like sad, but then like very frustrated. And then like outside that, like really nothing really gets me too upset. Like now I mean we're not outside, so I can't really interact with people. But people who talk stupid really like set me off. It's like, and I'm not gonna fight you. Like that's because
So when you say talk stupid, what do you mean?
Just talk crazy, like just saying stupid stuff. Like if no one's talking to you, like don't insert yourself in the conversation and say something wild just to have something to say, or don't just talk to talk. Like you don't have to comment on everything. People who comment on everything, and I don't mean in like a sense what we do, like with Sarcarrogance on the podcast. I mean just like casual conversation with friends, and they got an opinion about everything, and just like it's okay to not say nothing.
It's true.
It's okay. Or just having outlandish opinions, like you got to do this, or like my woman got to be like this, or my man got to be like this. And I'm just like, but
so like best friends.
You don't do that, so like, why would you? That's the biggest one right now, where I'm in like relationship or relationship with somebody. It's like seeing all the people who want all these things out of their partner that they don't do for themselves, or that they won't do for their partner, but they want them to have it. And I'm like, oh, so you're a dependent. Like that's me. Just say I want to be a dependent. Like don't, because to me, like I said, I think I want you, like you sound poor for one. You sound like you don't know how to manage yourself. You sound like very emotionally, maybe like void, like maybe you should talk to somebody. And you sound like you don't bring nothing to the table. And like I don't know, it's just insane to me that people expect that and like think that that's okay. And it's also partially the people who do accept that keep that cycle alive too. Because like if you're not bringing that to the table, like you can't just bring yourself.
Right.
That's for me, like you can't just bring yourself, but I'm also not gonna put myself in a position to be with somebody who thinks just bringing themselves is okay. Like, no, I bring something to the table. I bring multiple things to the table. I would like you to bring multiple things to the table. And that's not to say like you can't be in transition or in progress. That's fine. I'm just saying don't like that, for example, like don't just think, oh, bringing dick is that's great. Like that sets me off. You can't just bring sexual organs to the table and think, yeah, it's good enough. You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy, and I'm gonna be mad about it. And shut up. You're like, it's just so loud and wrong.
Oh,
And
that's
it's everywhere
the
on the
clip right
internet.
there. That is the clip. We're gonna put that on there.
Yeah. See it. We calmed down because my heart rate is like, because I get upset. So yeah, that irritates me. Like, no, like shut up, and just say you want to be a dependent. That's it.
That's it. Just say that, like the kids say.
Right.
Right. So when was the last time you cried?
Oh, in therapy. What's today? Sunday? Thursday?
Okay.
Oh, why? Oh. Oh, okay. So
there's no one word answers here on questions.
Okay, so yeah, the why. So this week, I was talking about the podcast like this coming session that I had Thursday was about like me being compassionate and being empathetic or lack thereof, and that's been on my assessment. So like I had
you kind of cold sometimes.
Yeah, so I had an assessment at 17 that said like to watch out for that. Okay. So like I said, not that I was a sociopath, but like it was to the point that it was picked up on like a psychological assessment that my lack of empathy was concerning. I've never killed animals or anything, so there's nothing about there. But I found out this week in therapy that more or less compassion and empathy was dangerous for me as a child. So like the type of compassion and empathy I got was very violent. It wasn't what it's supposed to be. So the definition that I grew up with of empathy and compassion was so like damaging that I wasn't able to give it, because when it's been given to me, it was always in like a very hurtful manner where it wasn't genuine. So when people like even did extend it to me, I just push away like, no, I don't need it. I don't want help. I don't need nothing. Like I'll do it myself, because I've learned that like every time I have had it, it was very negative. It was very negative, bad consequences. So I had a problem like giving that, because I associate it with like being a bad person or like being negative or harmful or violent to other people. And I mean like emotionally violent as well. So like, and so to me, once we talked about how like as a child, just people being compassionate or empathetic towards me was very violent. And so that is why I had a hard time giving it. So I cried a bit about that, because I was like, shit, nobody was that with me. So
Gotcha.
Yeah, full circle.
Gotcha. Okay. Do you ever get lonely?
Yeah. I'm okay with saying that. Like people do. I know I'm not alone, but I do get lonely. Like sometimes you just want to be around people. Sometimes you just want to like hug somebody. I like cuddling. Like, well, that's not true. I like to be held. I'm not really big spoon material.
You're not big spooning?
Like, no, that's too much work for me. And I'm little, so like it's not gonna really
stop dating big men.
I like climbing trees. That thing. And plus that makes, oh my gosh, being a little spoon when like you got a big spoon, like a big spoon, it's good. It's like a little like human blanket. But yeah, I like to be cuddled. I like to be held. So like this past like the pandemic and everything has really made that hard. So I do get lonely in that sense of like just not having somebody to hold me. And it's not that I don't, like, I definitely do have other people that are willing and able. I'm just choosing to, like, be a good person and a good partner and not entertain that. Because to me, like, that's very intimate, is, like, cuddling or holding somebody.
Wait, you know what? Okay. We're going to talk off air. Okay.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Cuddling.
So y'all see me, but don't hug me. Like, don't run up and hug me. Just in case y'all ever see me, like, don't run up and hug me. I mean,
you said like, you wanted to be hugged.
You know, I like to be like held, but like I mean, talking about like if we're on a couch, like hold my feet in your lap. If we're in bed, like reading or listening to music, like just like swoon me a little bit, or like put your arm around me, put your hand on my titty or like my thigh. Just I like being like So if you like not being touched makes me feel lonely. Yeah, I'll say that.
So you want somebody to hold you like J. Cole held the basketball on the album cover? Gotcha. Okay.
Well, yeah, I think we all get lonely. I think people just lied about themselves. Like Megan, the Megan you first met would have never told you that. I'd be like, I know. We never get lonely. Real ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga. Like, yeah.
Exactly.
We're definitely not that. We're definitely like, Usher, like
Mm-hmm.
like early 2000s, like I want to be everything for you, like
Yep.
love you.
Yeah, we couldn't have had these. I couldn't ask you these questions 5 years ago.
No, I'm definitely like, yeah, it would have been a horrible piss poor interview.
It would have. But hey, we're here now.
Gross. Yes.
Absolutely. What are you looking forward to?
Ooh, like I don't know. And I say I don't know in the sense of like whatever's gonna happen. I have no idea. I'm just looking forward to like the future. So I'm hoping like this pandemic, they're gonna really try to push this shit here, I think. Cause like now you can't, like I told y'all, I think I was telling you guys last night. I found out you can leave the neighborhood, but you can't leave your county. Like y'all call them counties. We don't call them that here, but you can't leave your county. So if you're caught outside your county, like you're going to jail pretty much.
So like if I leave Baltimore and, and go to Towson,
you can't go to Towson.
I'll be in trouble.
You're going
even though Towson is like 10 minutes up the street.
Yeah, you're going to jail.
Okay.
So like if you're in the grocery store, if you're like in Baltimore and you go to Towson to go to the grocery store and like they check your card, you're going to jail.
They have the best
like
grocery store.
You're getting fined or arrested, yeah. Which I was like, I'm black.
Right.
Like, that's just like, why would you do that? Because they tried that in Ontario. Yeah. They wanted the police to card people, and the police refused it, which I found out they're taking the government to tribunal. I don't know what that is. That they stole that from my Native American ancestors, so that's not a white people word anyways. But they're going to take them to tribunal because they're like, no, that's going to cause backlash for us, and people are gonna. So they're trying that here though. So I don't like I said, freedom papers. They want niggas to have freedom papers to leave, and I'm like, you guys are crazy.
Yeah, my Ontario folks were very, very upset when they heard that. So
yeah, but I'm looking forward to the future. Sarcarrogance. I'm moving within 2 years. I don't know if it's gonna be like American. No, but I put a time limit on this time, so I'm gonna do it. I never really pictured myself living here. I would say like if I had kids, I'd probably stay, or I'd maybe raise my kids here. But I don't feel like I'm like, this is not enough for me as a city and like what it's offering. And I actually use it like I could even move to like Ontario, where like the friends are at Toronto, like with my job and everything. Which I'm now permanent in, so I'll go back. I don't talk to regular people no more. I'm like the next step up from the public. So yes, talk to me nice. So I'm hoping like after like now I got this permanent position, and then I'm working on getting my mutual funds license. Once I have that, I'm hoping like either to move, like I said, to a different province or even the States. I think I can still move to the States in the pandemic, but depending on how like the better life goes and all that stuff, I do just need to move because in the cold, I just can't be here. So I'm looking forward to that.
Okay. All right. And the very last question. This is the one people don't like too much because they gotta really think about it.
Okay.
But knowing you probably thought about this question already.
No, I mean if I did, I forgot about it. So it's fine.
What is your definition? Your definition, not Webster, not Urban Dictionary. Your definition of love.
Love, see, because I feel like is more important than love.
It is, because
love is tied to like how you feel about the person because of how they feel about you, not just who they are as a person.
That some people don't see that way.
Well, I guess okay. So then,
because some people take love out of relationship, and they just think about love. Period. That's the word.
Oh, just the word, like what I think about love. So yeah, I think love is like for me, love is like my nephew's like letting up, be like, Aunt Megan's here. Or like one of my nephews, like whenever he sees me and I do look nice, he's like, Aunt Megan, you look so pretty today. And I'm like, oh, thanks. Or like when they give me a hug, or like one of my nephews will just come over, he'll be like huggy, they give me a hug. And one of them will always like give me a kiss. Or so it's like those things. Or like when my sister calls me sissy, she doesn't call me that like too often, when she does like that. Or knowing that like my mom still likes to be around me and loves me. Even though I put her through the ringer. So like love is like just being there for people in the way you can be, and showing up.
That's very important. That's very important.
It's showing up for them in the way that like you can, and like the way that you can, and being unapologetic about like, this is what I can give. And it like, I'm sorry if maybe it's not enough for you. This is it. This is me. This is all of me. And I think love is like how you feel about yourself. Love is being unapologetically you, because if you're that way with yourself, there's no way you're not going to be there with other people. So I think love is who you are when you're alone at night with your thoughts. Love is you in the shower. when you're crying, think about life, shower sliding. Love is when, you don't know how you're going to pay your rent in the next couple of days. Love is when, somebody really hurts you and you love is when you decide to not be, get revenge, or love is when you kind of just let it go. Love is when you find understanding, when you find compassion. But after they love, those things don't exist if you don't have them for yourself.
Nice. This was awesome.
This was good. I feel like this is kind of like therapy. So thank you for taking on the brunt of that. Don't take on those emotions, just, But This was good. This was fun.
Thank you for coming.
I wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be, but I'm learning emotions aren't scary. So that's probably why as well. I enjoyed this. This was good.
Thank you for being on here. Let the people know where they can find you, what's going on, what clothes you wearing, all that good stuff.
Oh my gosh, yes. So first of all, you see the DTS that's determined to succeed. That is Mr. Man's brand. Shit, I shouldn't have said Mr. Man. It's fine. Y'all gonna find him anyways now. But this is his brand. This is the Bleeding Heart sweatsuit. It's sold out. Y'all took a big L if you did get it when it was out. I don't know if he's gonna ever redo it, restock it. But it's super cute. I have on the matching bottoms. You can't see. It's unisex, or it's for whatever.
You're not supposed to antagonize the customers.
They're making up different words now, so I don't know if unisex is still okay, but
you know that, right?
For men and women and other people, etc. Super cute. It makes the peach look good, even though it's for both. It's just super cute. But anyways, DTS. You can find me at Megan Better everywhere. And Megan is with an H, like the Duchess, MEGHAN, capital BETTER. You can find me at The Better Life, which is The Better Life Pod. Everything's spelled correctly. THE, and Better is with an ER, and Life. You can find me at
correct.
You can find me at Sarcarrogance Media Group. SARCARROGANCE on Instagram. You can find us at sarcarrogance.com.
That's right.
You can find me and this video at Sarcarrogance on YouTube. Please follow, subscribe, share. That goes for my show. That goes for Sarcarrogance. That goes for any of the other shows on Sarcarrogance. 6 Feet Under, Black Girl World, Brown Skin Combos. Where's Your Proof? Champagne and Tequila, Toxicology Report.
It's a lot of us.
I'm forgetting one.
It's Best Friend Show, but he's not running it.
Step Up to the Mic, which is coming soon. Please look out for that. But yeah, you can find us there. I'm really just a regular person. Y'all really gas me too much. George be gassing too much. I'm really just a regular person.
You got to build the confidence in your friends.
So different, so swaggy, whatever. I'm really not. I'm really just regular. I definitely clap like a CEO when I'm laughing. It's just silent clapping and tears. I definitely don't have all my angles are not good angles. My skin looks good. That's because I got natural light coming in, and this computer's a little old and grainy. But I'm just regular. But I like who I am. I thought I'm at a point now where I like who I am.
And that's the best part.
Y'all will see that, and that's why I think y'all be gassing, because it's just the energy people be feeling. But make sure y'all follow George on everything. The Jester everywhere. Where we need that page back.
Yes.
And you can hear this, Mark Zuckerberg. I know you got rid of Boozy. Those people need to be gone.
But he let Lil Duval come back. He let Lil Duval come back.
So listen to the Brilliant Idiots, because this is his last time coming back, apparently. Because Charlamagne had to call people a few times, and then somebody else had to call this last time, because Charlamagne called, and they're no. So I think somebody else got him back this time, but he was yeah, I'm done after this. I know that's gonna be it.
Okay.
So yeah, but they got me out of there the other day. They sent me. I tried to tag y'all on a story post, and they flagged it as spam and wouldn't post it. They took down my story post, and I was but it's not so I was wow.
They do that for Best Friend too. So
that's crazy. But follow him. It's the _Jester. The first E is a 3_2. You can find him at Sarcarrogance. The man is the CEO, owner, whatever, anything you can think of that is on a board of executives, that's him. He's making his dreams come true, helping other people make their dreams come true. He don't be gassing himself. I don't know why. Y'all, I'm waiting for you to see. It's always crazy when you tell people who they are and how you see them, and then when you watch them start to transition into them owning and knowing who they are and how other people see them. It's so crazy. You're on you're easing into that. If it's a crescendo, you're at the beginning of the crescendo.
Gotcha.
And you're coming into it. So I'm just you gonna get there.
It's strange because even Shay, she's Yeah, I just call him Pablo in my head. Like I don't know nothing else right now. Like he's moving into like a different person, and I'm like, no.
See, yes, well, but you are. You
Yeah.
are.
So
Shay is right. Shout out to Shay. Find her on Tequila and Champagne with
yes.
George. Make sure you watch it on YouTube. I like me listen to it too. Let it stream, but like you need to see them because it's the faces and like it's like Shay's faces and your face.
Yeah.
Y'all need to watch them. But yeah, no, this media group you have and me being a part of it, I am very like I couldn't believe that you asked me to be part of it. I was like, this is crazy. Like, I don't know why he thinks that I am deserving or good for this, good enough for this.
I'm gonna let her keep talking about herself real quick. When she finished, I'm gonna tell her exactly why.
Well, I mean, but if this is your baby, your dream, and to like have enough faith and trust in me says a lot about you as a person, and also a lot about like you trusting yourself and knowing yourself and what you want. Because I always believe my father taught me quality over quantity always. So I was just like, well, like after a couple of days, I was just like, okay, I was like, no, like I got this. Like if he wants me, it's because he sees something in me, and like he gets it, he sees vision, whatever. So like I'm on board. I'm all in. Young kids say I'm 10 toes down for Sarcarrogance. I don't know what that means. Everybody's 10 toes down if you walk, but whatever. But I'm all in this like full throttle, like yeah. So I'm just happy to be here. Happy to be here. Proud of George / Pablo / Jester / Pod Bay Pod Boss / Grandma or grandson.
All that good stuff.
All of that. Yes.
So you just gave me a tremendous idea. And I'm going to work on that this week. But
okay.
But definitely you are, like I said, I've seen you grow. You're super amazing. Like I don't gas you. I just tell you the truth. And I'm your friend enough to tell you that I see how awesome you are. I saw how awesome you were, but the person you are now, a million times better than that person. So yeah, of course I'm gonna bring you on. You only had like 2 episodes, and I was like, nope, come on.
And here I am with like 10 now.
Exactly. See?
And yes.
So yeah, even when you was like, well, I might just post once a month. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then you was like, boom, every
I was like, nah, bitch, every week on Wednesdays, take this. Here you go. I was like, Diddy, take that.
Mm-hmm. You set the tone. Like you make other people like, oh, she posts. Oh, we gotta post. So everybody's posting because I don't want to be left behind. There's only one person that's behind. And
I didn't know that.
It is what it is. So
okay.
But yeah, you're awesome. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can catch us like she said on Sarcarrogance YouTube page. Like Megan's like my A&R promo, all that.
I could really do work in like public relations. Yeah. Like I can't, but like publicists gotta be cool when shit is hot, and like I'm not cool when shit is hot. So that's the only downfall.
When you come in the room, everybody's gonna get nervous. I'm like, oh, here she come, y'all, here she come.
You don't walk in there like Suge Knight. The energy gonna shift.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here and y'all are making me and my client mad, and it's wasting our time.
See, Suge is quiet. You're like Dame. Yeah, you coming in like Dame Dash. Yeah. Like this is some bullshit.
Yeah, no, I am Dame.
You are. Yeah. Yep. You're like, this is some bullshit. Why are we not being played on iHeartRadio? that's what you would do.
That's true. I'm definitely cussing like at the press conference, and like this is just it because y'all made me mad with this. I shouldn't have to be over here.
Right.
I'd probably sue for y'all.
Exactly.
I was home relaxing. Me and my client are fine. No more questions. There's not gonna be no questions. Let me walk to my car in peace.
Mm-hmm.
That's enough. Here's my lawyer.
Exactly. But yeah, you can find us on Sarcarrogance YouTube page, sarcarrogance.com. That's all the information is there. Sarcarrogance Instagram, Sarcarrogance everything. You can find everybody, like literally everybody. So yeah, we're everywhere. Apple, Android, Overcast. I don't know all the stuff. Yeah. We're just everywhere. Please listen to Megan's podcast. Super dope podcast. Can't wait to start having guests on there because I'm definitely gonna be one of those guests.
Yes. I forgot to mention 6 Feet Under. That's the one I forgot earlier.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, Uncle Pooche.
I'm sorry, Uncle Pooche.
You know he get mad when we forget about him, so
I'm gonna hear about it later. It's fine.
So, like I always say, there is power in questions, and there's definitely truth in the answers. So until next time, peace.